Welcome to Spirit Paranormal. I am Chief Lawson, the founder, and today we continue our series on parapsychology questions. Today's question is, do all religions believe in ghosts and spirits? This text was prepared by my Chief of Staff, Andrew Brooks, and I'll be orating this as we go through today. As a short, overgeneralized answer, yes, most all major religions believe in some form of ghost spirits and even evil spirits. Having a background in theology, I'm going to tell you that most any religion that you read on, or the religion that you believe in, if you look, you will find references to these anomalies. Almost all Christian religions believe in an afterlife. The difference between Christian denominations are whether ghostly interactions in the living world are from a deceased individual or from a malevolent spirit only pretending to be the spirit of a loved one. Other Christian denominations refuse to take a specific position on the existence of ghosts, but generally recognize that God, being all-powerful, all-omniscient being, could allow the spirit of a loved one to visit the living. Now, I'm going to speak on that for a minute, because a lot of evangelical preachers, you'll find, will go against this. And I teach a class for ministers. It's parapsychology for ministers, to help understand this process of dealing with spirits and dealing with how that applies to Christian religion. I find that a lot of, especially old-time preachers, vicars, parish ministers, tend to negate this and say, no, this doesn't exist. Either because they don't want to deal with it, they are untrained, they may not know enough about it to be able to speak on it, and they feel like it will jeopardize their parishioners' faith. For one thing, that's not the case, but you have to acknowledge these things do exist when you see proof of them. And again, they kind of do like mainline science and do the ostrich in the sand routine. They just pretend it doesn't exist. You can't deal with that. When you have a family that needs your help, it's being haunted possibly by a malicious spirit, they need that backing from the religion. It certainly simplifies it reinforces the faith of that religion and the solidarity of that minister to be there and help them through that tragedy. So Jewish traditions, on the other hand, include evil ghosts, depiction, and helpful ghosts who get involved in human affairs. Also, we deal with Islam, believes the spirits of individuals that passed away reside within the body and are unable to interact with the living world. However, jinns can either be malevolent or benevolent and can interact with the living world. You'll see a lot of temples that are dedicated to jinns, and there are a multitude of them, and people will pray to them, much as in Catholicism where they pray to the saints, and they will offer offerings to them. Hindus believe ghosts are souls of individuals who suffered a violent death or were not served the required death ritual. So in other words, without completion, that spirit can't pass on. It's trapped. Buddhists believe that ghosts are reincarnated beings who may still be managing some bad karma until they move on to another level of existence. So in other words, they've got to get rid of this bad karma, they've got to cleanse their soul, they've got to make up whatever they've done wrong before they can move on. So kind of an important thing to consider being Buddhist is it depends on how well you lived your life. If you have a lot of bad things that went on and you didn't solve before your death, you're going to be solving them afterwards. A lot of things people need to understand is if you read the Torah, if you read the Quran, if you read the Bible, you will find references to these. In particular, the Bible talks of the Witch of Endor, and there are many others. The casting of evil spirits by Jesus into the swine. There are connections, and sometimes I think the ministers out there, the preachers, the priests and so forth, they they miss that point. They don't want to address it. Some people use the division of the Old Testament and the New Testament to say, well, that was something in the Old Testament world, and when in Christianity they'll say when Jesus was sacrificed on the cross that he took that with him. He took all the sins of the people. He was the inevitable lamb, and yes, that is a belief in Christianity. But then they will also say, well, ghosts and everything passed away with that, and that's not the case. There is a place for parapsychology in religion, and I don't think because you believe in ghosts that you aren't religious or you're not following your faith. I don't believe anyone could tell you that differently. But I do believe that it has to coincide and work together. We at Spirit, when we come into cases that could possibly be demonic or malicious, we try to work with that individual's religious faith, and we try to work with their pastors if they will let us, and when we're trying to deal with these cases. But in short, to summarize, all the names and the specifics change by religion, whether it be ghosts, spirit, whatever the case may be. And through the history of mankind around the world, all religions believe that non-living spirits exist. So, to answer the question, yes, they do. Hope you enjoyed this short snippet on this series. Please continue to watch. Go to YouTube, hit subscribe and like. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. We appreciate it very much. And if you have a question you'd like answered, please send it in to us on one of our forms of social media. Again, on behalf of Spirit, I am Chris Lawson, the founder. Thank you so much.